Someone calls your office saying they need $15, $16, $20,000 worth of dental treatment. What should you not do under any circumstances? We're going to find out on today's episode of the Dental Practice Fixers podcast. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Dr. Richard Maddow, and I'm co-founder of the Maddow Center for Dental Practice Success. And I really appreciate you listening or viewing the podcast today. So let's get going. We've got a great listener question, then followed by 3 mystery shopper calls where, yes, I'm going to pose as a patient who went to another dentist who said they needed tons of dental treatment, but they didn't want to get it done there. They wanted to get it done in your office. And now I'm calling. I'm ready to rock with 5 figures worth of dental treatment. What do you think they're going to do? We're going to find out in a few minutes. But I just want to remind you that since we're talking a little bit about money coming into your practice today, it's great to lower your overhead as well. And one way that you can lower your overhead every single darn month is to switch your credit card processing to Stax, S-T-A-X, because they don't charge that nasty, pesky, annoying overage percentage. They just charge a flat, low monthly fee every month to do your credit card processing. As a matter of fact, I just got an email from a dentist in Missouri saying, hey, thanks so much for recommending Stax. It was one of the best moves I ever made. Exactly like you said, I made one phone call, switched to Stax. The patients and the team love it, and I'm saving money every single month. Thanks so much for the tip. Do you have anything else like that? That's a pretty funny, well, maybe, pay attention, coming up in the future. Maybe so, but for now, Stax is the easiest way I know to save money every single month on autopilot. So if you want to learn a little bit more, just go to maddow.com/save. That's MADOW.com/SAVE. Find out more about how you can pay a low monthly fee for your credit card processing and save money along the way. Okay. Let's get it rocking here with a listener question. And please, if you want to send a question, you can send it right to me at Rich, R-I-C-H, at Maddow.com. Or you can send it to the Maddow Center. That's info, I-N-F-O, at Maddow.com. Either way, I'll get to see it. So please do. Or comments, questions, critiques, anything you want. We love hearing from you. Okay, here's our question today. It says, hi, Dr. Rich. I've been listening to you guys since the Richards Report and have loved your interviews, smiley face, and TBSE. Glad to hear you podcasting. I enjoy your calls, but wanted to ask how and when you ask for the patient's information when they call the office. I'm a bit turned off when places I get ask for my contact info, quote mark, in case we get cut off, end of quote. You have my number from caller ID, so just get my name. And how do you feel is the best way to push for them to come in without sounding desperate? I like the quote again, we'd love to see you in our practice with tomorrow or Thursday work, unquote. But what rebuttal do you recommend if they say, no, I'll call you? Thanks. Alvaro Fernandez Carroll, DDS. Dr. Fernandez Carroll, first of all, thanks so much for listening. I really appreciate that you've been with us for so long, going way back to the Richards Report, which was our black and white newsletter. And then TBSE, of course, our Vegas convention that we did for 25 years. We just recently retired. Anyway, great questions. I think you're basically saying when you call somewhere and they say, can I please have your name and number in case we get cut off? It sounds like total BS. I'm not going to disagree with that one. Also, you're doing something really correct, which is asking a patient if they'd like to come in and giving them 2 good choices. But what do you do if they say, I don't want to come in during one of those days, or hey, I'll call you? Great question. So thanks so much for asking. Okay. First of all, getting the person's name and contact information. I agree that give me your name and number in case we get cut off does sound a little bogus. And you do have their number, hopefully from caller ID anyway. But that doesn't mean that that's the right number, the caller ID. I mean, they might be calling from work, who knows, or sometimes it just comes up blocked or spam or something like that. So just to cut to the chase here, getting somebody's name and phone number is extremely important. That's going to be kind of the theme of our mystery shopper calls today based on your email. So thanks so much for that. I think, first of all, using the old principle of reciprocity, which I've talked about a million times, Always give your name first. And then it makes it so much more natural to ask for that person's name if you just say something like, oh, by the way, my name is Elizabeth, and who do I have the pleasure of speaking with? So give your name first, then the reciprocity. Then once they give their name, if you have caller ID, you can say, oh, I see this number on the caller ID. Is that the best way to contact you? So that's one way of doing it. I think that's a great way of doing it. If they say no, or if they don't, even if a number doesn't pop up on caller ID, after they give their name, I think it's pretty clear or pretty easy just to say, oh, well, would you mind giving me the best number where I can reach you? Just very matter of fact. The key to doing so many things in dentistry and maybe in life is being just very matter of fact, presenting fees to a patient, trying to schedule someone, talking to someone about their insurance, about a procedure they need, whatever. We don't want to downplay anything, but just being very natural. You say that it can come off as really pushy and desperate. And I agree. I totally agree. I've been there. I've probably done that. So I've been there, done that. And I think people who do that are making the mistake of not being very matter of fact. So, oh, my name is Elizabeth, who I have the pleasure of speaking with. Oh, this is John. Oh, fantastic, John. Now I see on caller ID your number is blah, 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 blah. Is that the best number where I can reach you? Oh, actually, that's not. Oh, well, then if you wouldn't mind, what's the best number where I can reach you? Again, just be very matter of fact. Don't act like you're going to do anything nefarious with their phone number. Just kindly, casually get their phone number. Okay, so great question. Part two of your question is super important. You've offered 2 good times. You say, oh, we'd love to see you as a patient in our practice. We can see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. If that's not convenient, we've got next Tuesday at 11 a.m. Which works best for you? And they say, well, neither of those work best for me. You can offer them another time. That's good. If that one doesn't work, you can use the lowest Matto method. This is the method that my mom kind of spontaneously winged when we were doing a mystery shopper call to her, and she was pretending to work in a dental practice. I thought it was great. And that is just saying something simply like, well, I'll tell you what are the best days and times for you? Let's see if we can get you on the schedule at a time that's really convenient for you. I love that. You've offered 2 good times. They say no. You've offered another one. They say no. Well, tell you what are the best days and times for you? Let's work with your schedule and see if we can get you in at the time that's most convenient for you. I love that. Okay. If they still say, that's no good, or I'm not ready to appoint, or don't call us, we'll call you, whatever. It's crucial to get their contact information. So these 2 questions you asked, Dr. Fernandez-Carroll, work really well together. So let's make sure you get their name and their contact information. And then if they don't want to appoint, we could just say something like, well, I'll tell you what, we're going to put you on our potential new patient list. Or, we can come up with a better name for it than that, our VIP list, our short call list, our tall call list. I don't care what you call it, but you've got this list and say, so I'll tell you what, just in case we get a change in our schedule and we're able to see you, we'll call you. And we'll offer you the time. And if you can take it, great. If not, no problem. We'll keep you on the VIP list or whatever you want to call it. That's great. Again, you're being very casual about it, not pushy. Just about everyone says yes to that. So that's exactly how I would handle all those situations. Great, great, great questions. And I really appreciate you asking them. Please, anybody else, you've got some questions, rich@matto.com. It's MADOW.com, or info@matto.com. Send in your questions, comments, critiques, anything you want. Your constructive criticism will be greatly appreciated. So hope to hear from you soon. All right, mystery shopper calls. Well, we've got 3 doozies this week. But before that, I just want to let you know that we would love to talk to you. I'd love to talk to you to find out what's going on in your practice, chat with you, see, maybe if I'd be glad to give you some advice about some ways to improve your practice. Bottom line is, I love speaking with dentists. I love speaking with my colleagues. I do it all the time. If you're a practice owner and you want to schedule a chat with me, just go to matto.com/chat. It's matto.com/CHAT. As you'll see, I try to keep a ton of times open. I'll be glad to get on the phone with you. We'll talk for 30 minutes or so. You can tell me all about your practice. I guarantee you, I will make some really good suggestions about ways you can improve or help reach your goals, or maybe, don't let your work life interfere with your personal life, whatever it is you want to talk about. I've been doing this for over 30 years. I'm a former practicing dentist, so I have my own practice for many, many, many years. I've been there. I'd love to chat with you. So again, if you're a practice owning dentist, just go to matto.com/chat and we'll talk. No pressure, no obligation. We'll just have fun. Okay, let's get to our secret shopper calls. So based on this great question from Dr. Fernandez-Carroll, my kind of theme for these calls is calling an office, letting them know that I need a ton of work, and then seeing if they get my contact information. Now, again, as I always give this disclaimer, I don't cherry pick this calls. I honestly just went to the internet, looked up 3 dental offices, did 3 calls in a row, and this is what we got. Okay, let's go. Call number 1. Hi, is this the dental office?
Excuse me?
Is this the dental office?
Yes.
Oh, good, good, good. Hey, I had a couple questions for you. I'm looking for a new dentist. Are you seeing new patients there?
Yes.
Good. I might not be quite ready to come in yet, but I just wanted to make sure of something. I went to another dentist about a year ago, and she said I needed a lot of work, like some deep scaling and a bunch of crowns and
Mm-hmm.
things like that. It was about maybe 15 or $16,000 worth. So, that's a lot. And I'm really serious about getting it done. I'm just about ready to decide where to go. Um, but if it comes out to be that much money, do you offer any kind of financing program or anything like that?
We do not. What we could do is, do you have insurance?
I do have insurance, yeah.
Okay, and do you know if it's a PPO plan or a HMO plan?
It's not an HMO. I think it's just regular insurance, good, regular, good old dental insurance.
Okay, well, we do, so we don't do financial plans. But she does let you, let's say, like if you're doing crowns, she'll let you do like half of it when you're getting the impression done, when you're getting all of that, like the first part of it, and then when you get the actual crown, she'll let you pay the rest. So she kind of works with you, but as of like financial plans or any of that other like program or anything, we do not do, unfortunately.
Okay, I understand. But just to be clear, and again, of course, I'm not holding you to anything here, but let's just say it's like $16,000 worth. I could maybe do like $8,000 at the first appointment, and then 8,000 when things are finished up. Is that how it normally works?
Yes, just depending on what you do. If you're doing like fillings, she would require like fillings for like cavities and everything. She would require like the money up front, but if it's like you're working on crowns first, like I said, she'll let you do half of it first and then the other half whenever you get the rest done, like whenever you get the actual crown. Now for scaling, I'm not sure what she does for that. She hasn't I haven't seen her do any I've just seen her like everybody pays up front for that one, but I would have
Hmm.
to go ahead and double check whenever she comes back. She's actually not in right now, so I
Uh,
can't ask her, but either way, you could email us like
yeah,
like a basic like a basic list of what you might need, and she'll get back to you on that depending on what you're needing to do.
got it. Is she a good dentist?
She is.
Yeah, that's why I called. I heard that. Great. Well, hey, thank you so much for the information.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for calling. Either way, if you have any more questions, you could always give us a call back. If you want to get your insurance verified, we could go ahead and do that for you as well, just to see if your insurance pays, like, let's say, most of your work. Might as well, like, get that done. But either way, you have our number just in case.
Great. Thanks for all the information. I really, really appreciate it.
Mhm. Thank you. You're welcome.
Okay, bye now.
Bye. You have a great day. Bye
You
bye.
too. Bye. Oh man, what can I say? Okay, let's start with the ending. We'll start instead of starting at the very beginning, which some people think is the very best place to start. Um, I need $16,000 worth of treatment. Even told her I'm willing to come in and plunk down 8K at the first visit. And she doesn't get my contact information. Instead, she says, okay, you have our number, call us back. Oh my God. And she even said, let's get your insurance verified. A number of times she indicated things that would actually get her to ask me for my contact information or make an appointment, whatever, but she just dropped the ball every single time. Why don't you email us? Yeah, that's well. Hold on, let me turn that down. This call's coming back again. I don't know why. Why don't you email us? You got to be kidding. And then just email us with a list of your treatment plan, sure. And then she didn't even offer the email address. It was a lame enough offer, but then at least give the email address if you're going to do it. Oh man, she mentioned insurance several times. Do you have insurance? Let's get your insurance verified. I mean, come on. I'm talking about $16,000 worth of treatment here. How important is insurance going to be anyway? And then at the very beginning of the call, you're telling me this office doesn't take care credit or offer any kind of, I don't understand why a dental practice would not utilize care credit. You cannot lose. If the patient says that, I mean, if the care credit says the patient, if care credit says the patient doesn't qualify, well, you know they're a credit risk. If care credit says the patient does qualify, they're willing to wire the money right into your bank account minus a percentage, which I would give up every single time to have the patient paid in full. And then you're out of the equation. What they do to care credit is not your problem. I can't imagine why a dental practice wouldn't want to do that. So different issue altogether, but still all comes into play in this call. But of course, the point of this whole thing was to see if I could call an office and say I need tons of treatment, $16,000 worth in this case. I'm willing to come in on the first visit and throw $8K on the counter, and they would let me leave without getting my contact information. The answer, unfortunately, is yes, they would. Let's try another. Is this the dental office?
Yes.
Yes, good. I have a question for you. I'm looking for a new dentist. Are you seeing new patients there?
Yes, we do.
Good. And I'm not quite ready to make the appointment yet, but I had an appointment at another dentist about a year ago. I didn't really like him very much, but he told me I needed like $15,000 or $16,000 worth of dental treatment. It was like some gum scaling and a bunch of crowns and things like that. Do you do that kind of work there?
What is it again?
It's well, crowns. I know I needed a lot of crowns and some fillings, and then some gum scaling, some like a deep cleaning, something like that.
Yeah, deep cleaning, fillings, all that. Yes, we do.
You do crowns too.
Yes.
Okay. And if it turns out to be like $15,000 or $16,000, what are the different ways I could pay that? Do I have to pay it all at once, or are there different ways to work that out?
If it's a big procedure like the crown and or root canal, bridges, you can do payments. But if it's an
Great.
extraction or like fillings, then yeah, you have to pay upfront.
Got it. But I could do like if I wanted to pay like just say and again, we don't know how much it's going to be, of course, but if I wanted to pay like 8,000 at my first visit, and then when everything's done, like the remaining 8,000, that would be okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Cool. Anything else I should know? Is your dentist a good dentist? I heard he was. That's why I'm calling, but I just
Yeah, he is.
Good.
He's actually busy every single day. So yes.
Oh, wow. He must be good then. Good.
Yes.
Well, great. Thank you so much. That was really helpful. I appreciate it.
Yes, you're welcome.
Okay.
Have a good day.
Oh, you too. Bye. Have a good day. Oh, man, what a way to end the call. Have a good day. Again, I need thousands of dollars worth of treatment. I'm willing to plunk some money down at the first visit. She makes no attempt whatsoever to find out who I am and how she can get in touch with me or to make an appointment or anything. Nothing. Why couldn't she just say at the end, we'd love to see you. Can you come in and get my contact info? Unbelievable. And this is a dental office. She didn't know if they did crowns and scaling. I mean, wow. That's I don't know if that's worse or better or what, but just a complete disaster. No attempt to do anything. Same with the first call, except to have a nice day at the end. What a nice touch. Have a nice day. Have a nice day. I just don't get it. No attempt to make the appointment or get my contact info. Let's do one more. Also, both of those calls, they kind of mumbled the name of the office. I'd even say, is this the dental office? Geez, enunciate, speak clearly. Come on now. Come on. You're on the phone with somebody, with a stranger. Let's make this pretty clear who you are and what you do and all those fun things. Hi, I have a question for you. Are you seeing new patients in your office?
Yes.
Okay, good. I went to another dentist in the area about a year ago, and they told me I needed a lot of work done, like some deep cleaning and some root canals and crowns. It was like $20,000 worth. And I didn't really like that dentist, so I'm looking for a new dentist. Do you do that kind of dental work there at your office?
Yes, we do root canals, we do onlays, a bridge, and crowns, like what you were talking about. Yes.
Right. What's an onlay? I'm not familiar with that one.
It is one of our other, I guess, procedures.
Oh, okay.
And that we do. It's similar to a bridge.
An onlay is similar to a bridge. Okay, I see. Okay, so let's say that I need, and again, I know you'd have to give me a checkup and all those things to see how much work I need. But if it is like around $20,000, do I have to pay that all at once, or can I split that into different payments? How does that work?
Give me 1 second to ask that to one of my coworkers.
Okay. Oh, I can't stand this computer-generated horrible music. This could be the worst on-hold music I've ever heard. And now that synthetic drum is coming in. Whew.
Hello?
Yeah. Hello. Hi.
Every procedure that we done for the day, you pay by procedure.
You pay for each procedure that you are trying to get, you pay by the procedure.
Okay.
You don't have to pay up.
You don't have to pay. It's really hard to hear you. I think you're on some kind of bad fakakta connection there.
Each procedure that we do for you, you have to pay for each procedure, and you don't have to pay up front.
Okay, so I'm not sure I understand. So if I needed, like, let's just say the bill was like $20,000, you're saying you only do like pieces at a time, and then so I have to pay for each piece at that time, but not up front.
Correct.
Oh, that totally explains it. Okay, well, thank you so much for that information.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Oh, you too. Have a really fine day. Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
What the heck was she talking about? You have to pay for each procedure, but you don't have to pay up front. What does that even mean? You have to pay. I'm thinking about it. I cannot figure out what that means. You have to pay for each procedure, but maybe I'm missing something here. I don't know. And what kind of phone rig was that? I mean, this is a professional office. This is a dental office. I don't know if she was on like a horrible phone with a bad signal cutting off, and it sounded like it was all echoey and distant. Couldn't even hear half the things she was saying. Come on, let's be professional here and pay your phone bill or use a phone that actually works. I mean, that was just ridiculous. So that was the real pro. That was after they put me on hold for 45 minutes and got the killer there to really answer the questions accurately. But the first person, she was great. She said, an onlay is similar to a bridge. I mean, that's the first time I've ever heard that before. I must have gotten that wrong when I was in dental school. I'm glad to know now that an onlay is similar to a bridge. Don't start talking clinical stuff, especially if you have no idea what you're talking about. This call was just a disaster, a bundle of misinformation from the first person, an unbearable hold time, which we edited out of the podcast for your benefit. It was actually a few minutes long, unbearable hold time. And somebody else comes back on a horrible audio setup saying things like, you have to pay for the procedure, but you don't actually have to pay for it. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. And then didn't offer the appointment, didn't get my contact information, and closed with the same thing the last call closed with. Have a nice day. What is this, Carson Daly here? I mean, I just don't get it. Why? I'm calling saying I need $20,000 worth of dental treatment, and they make no attempt to get me in, give a bunch of misinformation, wrong clinical information, and then don't even ask for my contact info. Shoo! How many things can go wrong in one call? I think I'm getting exhausted just from thinking about this. We better end it for the day. I'm Dr. Richard Maddow, co-founder of the Maddow Center for Dental Practice Success. Thanks so much for listening to the Dental Practice Fixers podcast. And I'd love to talk with you just one-on-one. No charge, no pressure, no obligation. We'll just learn about your practice and see if I can give you some suggestions. I guarantee you I can. Go to maddow.com/chat, MADOW, easy for me to say, MADOW.com/chat. I'm Dr. Richard Maddow. Thanks so much for listening or viewing Dental Practice Fixers. See you soon. Bye.